Hey guys, it's Heather Marcellet. I am coming to you with the second part of my 6-part series on solo ads and how you can grow your list significantly in a very short amount of time. You can get up to, well, you can get even more, but you can get hundreds of leads every single day and make upwards of $1,777 every single day with only working 90 minutes a day. So I'm going to continue where I left off on my last video. If you didn't see that video, I posted a link below this video, so click that link and it will take you to my last video. You can also check out my first blog, which you will be able to find, well, in that link. So I took a lot of notes because I did not want to forget anything. So I wrote everything down I wanted to include in this video. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is things you should know about who your solo ad is being sent to. A good thing for you to know is obviously they're very popular. I mean, in marketing, you always want to know their age, you want to know their ethnicity, you want to know where they live, you want to know their marital status. Also, more things that, oh, and income level. See, that's why I took notes. You want to know their gender. I can't remember if I said that. But things that will help you get to know your customers better. What's their favorite newspaper? Do they like entrepreneur newspapers, or do they like surfing newspapers? Anything related to what they like doing. And then you can gear what you send to their interests. What is their most visited website? What is their favorite magazine? Of course, for me, it's If You Know Me. I'm very into surfing, so mine is Surfing, Surfer, Transworld Surf. If they are into any of those, you can send stuff related to those their interests and get them engaged that way. What is their political preference? Before you buy any media, you need to know your goal. Are you trying to get leads? Are you trying to get sales? Are you trying to get click-throughs? What are you trying to get? What is your goal? Do you want to sell a product? Do you want to make money? Obviously you do. So that's a given. Do you want to break even? Of course, you want to make an income, so I would say you probably don't want to break even, but some people do. So find out, know exactly what your goal is before you start, and always, with anything, if you make a video, know what your goal is. If you write a blog post, know what your goal is. Whatever you're doing, know what your goal is. If you're getting into a company, know what your goal is. Like if you wanted to join the company I work for, which is Empower Network, obviously here we have a lot of people who are making massive amounts of money. 5-6 figure incomes every single month. So our goal would be to make the income, but it's not just to make the income, it's what that income, what that money gets us. It can be financial stability, knowing that you're not going to lose your property. It could be a nicer house in a nicer area. If you live in the ghetto, you can just move to a nicer house that's in a safer area. It could be helping out your family financially, getting them out of debt. It can be getting you out of debt. It can be going back to school. It can be helping charities. It could be traveling the world. Whatever you want. I mean, that's what you need money to be able to reach your goals. So always, always, always know what your goal is. Let's see. I'm trying to find my spot back here. Always work with the end in mind. Again, know what your goal is. That will help you achieve so much more, and it will help you be more focused. Always, I'm reading a book right now. It's called The New Psycho-Cybernetics. And I forget the author. I think it's like Dan Kennedy. He does the revision of it. The original is the Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's a great book, and it talks about how you need to envision your dream, your vision of what you want every single day so clear that you can see every single detail. You can see the light reflecting in the waves if you're at the beach. You can see when you're sitting in a chair and you get an email saying you just made $3,000 from a commission with Empower Network. You envision how you're feeling, the chill coming down your spine just because you're so excited that you just made that much money in one day. The feeling you get, the warmth of your body, just every single feeling that you get, and that will help you reach your goal. The more you can vision it, the more you will work towards your goal and achieving what you want in life. So just an outside note, and I highly recommend that book. It's called The New Psycho-Cybernetics, and it's rewritten by Dan Kennedy, and I forget the original author's name, but it's a great name. Just Google it and you'll find it. Also, know how much you are willing to spend to get one sale. You always want to make sure, obviously, that it's not more, that you aren't spending more than you're making. That's kind of common sense, but some people do that, so I just want to reiterate that you don't want to do that. So if you're willing, say you make $659 per sale, you could be willing to spend about like $200 or $300 to get that one sale because you're making 2 or 3 times the amount you're spending. So, and of course, your answer is going to be different. Every single person's answer is going to be different to that question. So find out how much you're willing to spend to make that sale. Fortune is the follow-up. You must follow up with your leads. That is how you build the relationship. That is how you gain their trust. That's how they begin to like you. That's how you begin to just build that rapport with them. So you really want to follow up, stay consistent, and just build that relationship. Because all of the sales, some people buy people. They don't buy products. So, or people buy from, people buy people. They don't buy products. So if I say I wanted this product, but I didn't know the person who was selling, I would rather buy from someone I know and I have a relationship with than buy from someone I don't know anything about, because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know anything about them. So I would rather help out someone that I have a relationship with than someone, again, I don't know. So just remember that. What is the most desirable and highest converting traffic you can get? The answer to that is endorsed emails. It's also known as JV promos. There is a problem with that, though. Of course, I'm going to highlight every single pros and cons so you can make a reasonable and rational decision. I want you to be able to make an educational decision so you don't make the wrong one. Most big mailers won't test new offers. They want proven winners only. Most big mailers expect reciprocation, which is hard if you don't have a big list. So if you have a big list, it might not be too big of a deal, but if you're just starting out and you only have like 80, 100, 200 people on your list, this might not be the best way for you. Many marketers are JV buddy networks, so it's very hard to break in unless you know someone. Here's the solution. You buy your way in. People love money. They will always take money. So offer them money and just say, hey, I will offer you this much money if you let me, if you'll send out an email and let me, I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. I will pay you money if you let me sell a product in one of your emails. So people, you want to do endorsed emails because their list already knows them. They already have a relationship with them. So they already know, like, and trust them. So whenever they offer a new product, they're going to take it seriously, versus if they didn't know them, they'll be like, okay, what is this? I don't really want anything to do with it. So that's a great way. Always build a relationship with someone before you ask to sell something or for a favor. That's common sense. I mean, that's with personal relationships, business relationships, just relationships all around. You never want to ask for a favor before you get to know someone. That will just turn them away. So you always want to just think about it. Would you want someone to ask you a favor and you don't even know them? No, I wouldn't. Once I get to know them, I'm like, hey, if you ever need anything, let me know. But I want to get to know that person first. Know about them. Know what they like to do, what their morals are, what their values are. I mean, that might be hard to know over the internet, but their interests and what they do for work and all of that stuff. So, when you learn something, immediately apply what you learn. Like these videos that I'm making for you, watch the video, and then after you watch the video, immediately apply what you learn from the video. When you immediately apply what you learned from the video, you learn so much quicker because it is fresh in your head, and when you do it, you gain knowledge and you gain experience. So you want to be able to learn. Everyone learns better from doing it. So make sure you apply whatever you learn immediately after you learn it. Some resources is nextmark.com. nextmark.com. All you do is type in the keyword that you want to search for. So if it's network marketers or self-development or whatever niche you want to search for, you just type that into the search tool right there on the front page. More list selection tips. Buyers lists are the best, obviously, especially if the product they bought is similar in size to yours. That's kind of self-explanatory. General subscribers, e-sign and newsletters is usually good and responsive. Compiled lists are really bad. Stay away from those. They don't do anything. They're pretty much crap. So stay away from those. Test hotline and buyer leads first. This means they recently purchased something. So the best leads out there are the buyer leads. They recently purchased something and you want to make sure that it's similar to your product. You can rent people's buyer leads. Usually people don't tell you about that because they want to keep them for themselves. But I very highly recommend that because it has a very high conversion rate since they already bought a similar product. Questions to ask your list broker, your ad, your media contact for your solo ad. Write these down. Make sure you should already have a paper and a notepad and a pen, so make sure you write these down. What are the open rates of the email list I am buying? You need to have at least 1,000 opens to consider it a success. Who else has rented this list previously? Have gurus rented it? Big names such as Dave Wood, Dave Sharp, Chris Recker, Tony Rush. Have they rented from this list before? That's a good sign if they did. What are the click-through rates of previous emails? Do you mail blind or endorsed? You should insist on getting it endorsed. Again, like I was saying earlier, people trust people they know better. So if you come in and they don't know anything about you, they're going to trust something that the list owner recommends more than something someone that they don't even know recommends. So always insist on getting it endorsed. And then ask them, can I split test 2 different emails to see which one pulls better? Who is managing this list? It should always be the person you're talking to. If not, make sure that person you're talking to knows the person who's managing your list. Again, build a solid relationship with the list manager, because in the long run, you'll get hooked up. But it's always, I mean, like I said, always build relationships to everyone you come encounter with. How long will it take me to know the open rate and click-through rate, or what the open rate and click-through rates are? Try to get that information in hours, not days, hours versus days. The reason for that is simple. If you get the data back, you can see that the promotion is working well. You can buy more email addresses. If it's not working, it gives you a chance to change the campaign before spending more money. You always want to test, tweak, and scale everything you do. You don't want to just waste your money. I mean, it wouldn't be a waste because you're learning something from it and you get leads from it. So it wouldn't be a waste, but you want to learn from your mistakes so you can obviously make the maximum amount of money that you can possibly make. And now we're going to talk about negotiation. So important negotiation tips. Never pay the rate card rates. Ask for a 20% discount or more. About 75-80% of them will give you a discount. You just have to ask for it. They don't come out and say it obviously because they want you to pay more. So make sure you ask for a discount. Protect your test budgets. Don't get carried away. Ask them for bonuses and to throw in other media placements, sponsored banners, ads on their site, text links, etc., etc. Be authoritative. You don't want to sound like you can get pushed around. You don't want to sound like you're timid or anything like that. So make sure you have a strong voice. Make sure you sound like you're an authority. You will get better results that way and better deals. Also, speak with confidence. If you come in and you don't speak with confidence and you have a lack of confidence, they'll know that it's your first time. Or if it's not your first time, they'll think it's your first time buying a solo ad. And they'll take advantage of people who it's their first time. And obviously you don't want that because they will charge you more. So you always want to save money where you can. Of course, everyone does. Don't come off as a newbie. They will charge you more. Propose a long-term deal and ask for exclusivity deals. You always want to do this. Just tell them, hey, I'm new to your list, but if it goes well, I will buy more solo ads every single blah blah blah, like every single day or whatever. And can you offer me an exclusivity deal or a deal in bulk or a bulk deal? And a lot of them will say yeah. Again, not everyone does, but it's worth trying because a lot of them do that because they want your business. So variables to test, tweak, and track. Your copy, subject lines, headlines, leads, test ads, media, and list, dedicated list buys, banners, squeeze pages, I can't say that word, format and layout, graphics, ad unit, size and placement, ad format, test versus flash player versus animation. You just want to test everything out. If you have HTML, just test everything out and make sure it works and looks good. Price, bonuses, terms, and testing guidelines. Only test one thing at a time. Always make sure you only test one thing at a time. Obviously, if you test more things at a time, you won't know which thing is affecting your list, which thing is getting you more click-through rates or a higher click-through rate, more sales. You want to be able to know exactly what is affecting your rates. Test things that are going to make the biggest impact over small stuff, like the price, the headlines, the subject lines. You want to test those more than stuff that doesn't matter as much, like HTML or, well, that does matter, but like font, that doesn't matter. So you want to test the more important things. Track, I can't stress this enough. Track everything. Open rates, clicks, time to return on investment, ROI. You want to track everything. Give it 30 days to start seeing results. In 30 days, you'll see good results. Days 7 to 21 are the most important and responsive time to cultivate and build the relationship. And you want to engage, inform, entertain, and just cultivate that relationship with them. What if your test fails? Test several lists at once. If one fails, maybe another one converts and you break even overall. You get free leads. If open rates are low, less than 10%, the problem is either your list or your subject line. So test both of them, but obviously you, again, test one at each time, but you want to see which one is affecting your rates. If the click-through rate is low, test new emails. If sales are low, test a new variation offer. Use a pre-sell. And I lost my spot. What happens if your test is a success? If you don't know what a pre-sell is, it's an article, video, press release, anything that already has like a video that is selling a product. So, like a capture page video, something like that. Build a relationship with your leads and list. And this is how they get to know you, like you, trust you, want to buy from you, and get them to relate to you. Don't overbuy media. Scale up your test, but no bigger than 3 times your original purchase price. Ask the list broker for other similar lists to mail so you can see some results first. Be willing to stretch a little and expand outside your original niche. So if you're in internet marketing, go into self-development, go into other niches such as entrepreneurs. There are a lot of niches out there, and don't be afraid to test and just look around and try different things. There are a lot of similar niches out there that will buy the same products. It's all about testing, tweaking, tracking, and scaling. I said this earlier. You always want to test. You always want to tweak it, make it better, make it get higher conversion rates, and you always want to scale either down or up depending on your results. A bonus money getting tip. Here's a big bonus for you guys. The self-development niche, as I mentioned earlier, is a really big, is a very high converting niche for people who want to make money online. So that is a very good niche to try if you're in the internet marketing business or working from home or anything similar to that. When people say that they want to make more money, it's not that they want to make more money, it's what that money gets them. So I was saying this before, so it's not that people just want to like just lay in several tons of $100 bills. It's what that money gets them. Does it get them financial freedom? Does it get them stress-free life from being able to pay your bills on time, not losing your house? Just a lot. I mean, there's so many, there's so much stress that comes from financial burdens that this money can relieve that stress and add years onto your life. Do you get to help people? Do you get to buy a digital camera? Do you get to just, I mean, anything you want to do, your dream? Do you get to start a group home? Do you get to start a company? Do you get to just, I mean, buy a plane? Whatever you want to do, money allows you to do that. So again, it's not the money that people want, it's what the money allows them to do, or what the money gets them. And I'm getting hoarse here. I need water. So humans are motivated by, and actually Tony Robbins says this best. He says that there are two things that motivate us. People either want to gain pleasure, or they want to, man, I'm drawing a blank now. They want to gain pleasure, or they want to avoid pain. That's what it is. So if you do something, every single thing that you do, you're either doing it because you're gaining pleasure or you're avoiding pain. So keep that in mind, because when you talk to people in your business, you want to get in tune with their reason of why someone would want to do business with you. Are they trying to avoid pain, losing property, losing their house, which is property, just financial burdens and stress from not having money? Or they're trying to gain pleasure, traveling, helping family, just having a stress-free life because you have the money and you can do whatever you want. You can buy a reliable car that doesn't break down all the time. You can help people, and I know I mentioned that a lot, but if you saw my other video, I'm very into helping people, so I'll probably mention that a lot. But really, it comes down to one of those two things. So make sure you're in tune with what motivates them, and you can connect with them more that way. And turn on to my next page of notes. Actually, that's everything. Alright, well, stay tuned for part 3 of this series. I hope you found this very valuable. And again, this is a 6-part series of my videos on solo ads. Check out my blog. Click the link below if you want to find out how, speaking of avoiding pain, how you can avoid pain and how you can gain pleasure by earning 6 figures every single month, like thousands of people are doing, and live the life of your dreams. Just imagine yourself 3 months from now making $50,000, $100,000, $50,000, $100,000, $200,000 every single month, and having that financial stability, not worrying about losing your car every day, not worrying about losing your house every day, or how you're going to feed your family, or are you going to have a place to sleep tonight? Or, I mean, there's so many things that lack of money does to you and causes stress from. So just imagine yourself 3 months from now stress-free, because you have all the money you need. You can take care of your family. You can travel. You can help people. You can do whatever you want. You can buy whatever you want. You can buy a plane if you want. You can buy a better house in a safer area for your kids with better schools and just safer, non-ghetto community. So whatever your dream is, whether you want to get money so you can help people, or if you want to travel the world, or if you just want to be able to stop living paycheck to paycheck and have that freedom and have that actually free time that you can spend with your family and friends or traveling, if you want that as much as I did when I first started, which was so bad, click the link below because it will honestly change your life just like it has mine and several thousand other people in this company. Click the link below to get started. It's just $25 a month and it will seriously change your life. You will be able to go from however you might make now, whether it's $1,500, $2,000, $300, $3,000 a month, to $15,000, $50,000, $150,000, $250,000. I mean, just imagine what you can do with all of that money. So click the link below to get started, and I look forward to seeing you on the inside and on the beaches of the world, and I look forward to working with you. Have a good day, guys. Click the link below and stay tuned for my next videos of this 6-part series. Bye, guys. Have a great day.